Hello? Hello? YouTube.com live streaming? Looks like it's working. Comic book tracer and some other stuff. The other challenges aren't active yet, but Overwatch Anniversary Remix Volume 3. Overwatch came out in a May, I think. So August isn't exactly the anniversary of the game launching. But sure. Yeah, whatever. I got 2 loot boxes from being a good person, and 1 from the event starting. So I'm gonna open them immediately because I have no patience whatsoever. Oh, they're all anniversary loot boxes. That's crazy. My lack of patience has been immediately rewarded. I am vastly awake. I got up at 3 a.m. Oh, I don't have any actual voice lines equipped because of this being an account. Okay. So sure is a game that I'm playing currently called Overwatch 1, the first one. The one that's still the game until October. Um um Now I did play the Overwatch 2 beta, but if I haven't mentioned this before somewhere other than Twitter. I know I've mentioned it on Twitter. I don't know if I've necessarily mentioned it here on the actual channel. Um, Sorry, I have a system for equipping emotes and I completely forgot it. So that's why I was stun locked for a second there. Um, yeah, I played Overwatch 2 and I actually recorded myself playing Overwatch 2, but the footage is really not great. Not in terms of content, even in terms of literal technical quality. The footage is more choppy than a kindergarten karate class. I don't know what to tell you. Um, Overwatch. What is this? The archives event. The archives events are active for loot boxes. That's fun. Um, but yeah, given that the second game, the Overwatch 2 game, oh, I knew I was going to forget something at some point. I need to put my mouse profile into FPS mode so that my DPI is correct and my keybinds are correct because I have mouse buttons on the sides of my mouse that I use for things. And when I'm not playing Overwatch, those things are copy and paste. But copying and pasting in the middle of a match are not going to help. Um, there we go. Now I have my communication wheel and my quick melee available. That would have been bad if I had to wait until I actually started a game to get that operational. So, yeah, it is August. Wild that it's August already, by the way. I uploaded 130 videos in the first year of my channel being active, and that's the first calendar year. I didn't even have most of January for that. 130 videos. You want to know how many videos I've put onto the channel, including streams this year, 2022? It's 22. This is the 23rd video of the year. My productivity has tanked, and I blame Target probably. He just killed that guy. We're gonna beat up a robot, right? What is Maximilian? Is he a banker? Oh wait, that's not Maximilian. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Storm Rising. I don't know who this is. Sorry, I'm listening to the story, because I haven't in quite a while. Oh no! That guy's dead. Looks like we're going with plan B. Who else is here? Let's see. What do I even... Okay, I guess I'm playing Reaper. I guess I'm playing Reaper. That decision was made pretty easily for me. All I had to do was wait a second for everyone else to pick. Where are the bad guys? Um, aside from the actual full-time job of Target that is sapping a ridiculous amount of my free time, what else have I been up to these days? This is obnoxious. I've been going on runs lately, like that thing where you just walk out of the building that you're in and then go quickly without an actual destination. Literally just running for no reason, you know? It's fine, honestly. I hated running. But I started back up and it's just somehow not that bad anymore. Oh no, they're coming from the top of the building. That was rather anticlimactic. Did he get everyone with the stun grenade? Um, so yeah, I've been running a bit, not extensively. I'm not training for anything, but it's a good excuse to listen to some music, you know? I've been looping my liked videos playlist on YouTube. Not from this channel, but from just my personal account. Um, that playlist consists entirely of music. I just don't press the like button on any other type of video, I guess. I could make an actual music playlist, but I somehow decided that that wasn't what I was gonna do, and inertia prevents me from changing that. Because that's what inertia means. Inertia means stubbornness. I really probably should just be listening to the downloaded music that I have so that I'm not wasting my mobile data when I spend half an hour not connected to a Wi-Fi network, but nice. Okay. Oh yeah, we're fighting Talon. Where'd everyone go? Boats. I've also just gone to Barnes and Noble for books because I like books and I needed more. I didn't really need more, probably. I have a high number of books at this point, but the number went up. And numbers going up, I hear, is a good thing when you're dealing with internet stuff. Not that these are internet books, but, you know. Yeah, I bought, the original, I think, the first Mistborn trilogy. I did a tiny bit of research just to figure out whether I was buying the right things. So I should have the first trilogy of the Mistborn series. If that assassin lands on me, I'm just gonna pretend that I don't notice, honestly. I don't know how to deal with it. I also got a book called The Making of Middle Earth, which is what is it? It's like a hybrid of a biography and a making of, like, a behind the scenes type book written by a historian about Tolkien, his personal history and the history that he researched, all and in terms of how it connects to the actual world building decisions behind The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, The Silmarillion. It looks real interesting. Seems like the kind of thing that would be helpful to crack open, you know? So, I'll be looking through that at some point, and I'll maybe read Mistborn eventually. I was there to buy Soul Eater, but they didn't have all of it, so I didn't. I went to a Barnes & Noble once, and I just bought Full Metal Alchemist. I noticed that they had every volume, not like the individual volumes, but they had these 3-volume books. Like, each book in the each of my Full Metal Alchemist books is a couple volumes long. I think it's 3. Yeah, it's 3 volumes long. So that's 1 through 27, but instead of having to open a new book, you have to open a new book 33% as often, basically. So it's a little more convenient for storage, transportation, and whatnot. But yeah, I noticed that they had the entire series of Full Metal Alchemist, and I was like, okay, I've heard Full Metal Alchemist is good. Why don't I just pick it up? And then I and then I did. And it was good. Full Metal Alchemist is a good book. Single book. But yeah, I was gonna do the same thing for Soul Eater because I've seen the Soul Eater anime, and I like the Soul Eater anime. But a lot of the people who like the Soul Eater manga clown on the Soul Eater anime for not having the clowns. So so I'm like, if the Soul Eater manga is much better than the anime, maybe I should not double ult a door of grunts. Maybe I should not do that thing that I just did in the Overwatch game that I'm supposed to be playing. What was I actually talking about? Soul Eater anime is different from the manga. It diverges like halfway through or something. I don't know specifically. There's a time skip in the manga. I don't think there's actually an appreciable time skip in the anime, really. Yeah, I appreciated the Soul Eater anime, and if the manga is better, then I should probably like the manga, is what I figure. But they were missing, like, I think they were missing volumes 9 and then 11 through 13, and then 19, 20, and and 21. And then they didn't have the end of the series either. The last one they had was 22. So overall, just a bunch of gaps in the series. And I don't even need the first one, because I got the first one in a loot crate. Just randomly, they gave it to me with an embossed cover and everything. Like, it's a special loot crate edition of the first Soul Eater volume. And so that saves me having to buy the actual first book, but it doesn't save me having to buy the other 24. And oh, yeah. The other manga that I have the entire series of is Assassination Classroom, which I was reading, but what actually happened is somebody left the game. There's only 3 icons in the little skip dialogue. Um yeah, I have every volume of Assassination Classroom now, but when I was reading it, I caught up with Viz Media. They're the one, like, the people who were translating um the books can only translate them at a specific, like, speed, I guess. Or however it works. I don't know how it works specifically, but I I finished the book that I was on of Assassination Classroom, the volume that I was on. I finished it and I was like, okay, where's the next one? And I went to the bookstore and I couldn't find it, and I was like, I should research this. Where is the next volume of Assassination Classroom? And the answer was not America. I was not able to buy it yet because it did not exist uh, in English, in the official paperback, physical copy, which is how I like to enjoy reading things. I am not as enthusiastic about digital copies of things as I am about physical books that I can hold and throw at my brother when he annoys me, which is not that often, to be honest. But the thing about Assassination Classroom is that once I caught up with it, I was stuck in that thing that I do where I never like reading things or watching things. I don't stay caught up with stuff. I will take a work in one sitting whenever possible. Um or as close to it as is feasible, Like, I'll start something and then I will go through all of it. That is the plan. If I hit a wall, I lose a ton of investment for no real reason. I just don't want to have to wait between chapters, basically. Um, and so I was caught up with the translation of Assassination Classroom, and then I stopped being caught up with it because I stopped reading it because I wanted to get all the books first. And then I got all of them, and I haven't actually read them yet. I think I read up to 17, and then my plan was to reread the 17 that I already read once I had the last book, and I have yet to restart the series. So all the volumes are just sitting in a pile. But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist and Assassination Classroom are the 2 series of manga that I have the entire run as books. English books, obviously. I can't read Japanese. I'm illiterate. Um, Soul Eater is my aim to be Number 4, actually, because I have all of Nichijou. I have all of Nichijou as well. That's just a funny book. Yes, book. I am for sure rambling as opposed to actually, like, saying anything that is important. Oh, other people have been skipping this. Um, Now we're after Maximilian. Who am I? Who will I play as in this particular game? Tracer. Should be fun. I'm likely going to perish multiple times. Exit the garage. Wonder if anyone's ever failed that objective. These are like straight up people, by the way. Like, these are just members of Talon. Full on human beings that we are mowing down. Pretty cool, honestly. Got him. I almost killed myself. Might be a good idea to play around the shield. True. How is she opening the doors? Oh no. Villains. What is Talon's actual objective? What is their goal? What is their philosophy as an organization? I forget. Because Overwatch is just Interpol, but with superpowers, right? Like, they're all about peacekeeping and global stability and stuff. Is Talon just, like, bad? Do they just dislike those things? Or are they actually trying to accomplish some specific thing? I hit Q and I realized while the animation was interrupting my ultimate that was a really bad plan. Does anyone want to get me out of here? Thanks. Where'd you go? It got me again, guys. Thanks. Hey, bombs. Explosives. Oh, we bribed him. You like bribing robots? Man, there's a lot of these guys. Hey. Nice. Oh, there's another sniper over there. Maybe I could be wrong about that. Are these pallets indestructible? They seem to be. Am I out of conversation topics already? This is why I don't stream. Yes, I have some books. That's about it. That's all I can say. Sometimes I run quickly. Not all that quickly, actually, honestly. I got a very sustainable pace when I run. I'm getting shot by an enforcer. Thanks. I have no idea if my audio is balanced properly, by the way. Really good writing. What? I can blink with right-click? Has that always been a thing? Combat roll. Bam bam. Um... Oh, those trees are wobbly. Dead air. Dead air. Dead air. You know what I've been watching? I've been watching the Always Sunny podcast whenever it comes out. Um, it's, quite entertaining. I guess this truck just has collision sometimes. Assassin. Um, where? Yeah, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, if you're not aware of it, which I don't know why you wouldn't be. I'm usually the last person to find out about stuff, so if I know about it, you definitely know about it. But it's a sitcom about some dudes that are just the worst. um, the actors, Glenn Howerton of Dennis fame, Charlie Day of Charlie Kelly, yeah, that's the end of that sentence. And Rob McElhenney, who plays Ronald McDonald. That's a spoiler. Um, those three actors have an actual new-ish podcast focused on a very slow rewatch of the series, which I think has like 14 seasons now at this point. Like there's a lot of Always Sunny. And the podcast is just hitting season 4. So they're not very far into the show yet comparatively to the actual run of the series, but I guess they are a ways in. Like they didn't just start or anything. But the podcast is kind of as funny as the show. And it makes sense. It's the primary creative team and the lead actors of the show in a room talking about the show. It probably would be entertaining to people who like the show, but as someone who's not an avid podcast appreciator, I was a little surprised at how approachable the Always Sunny podcast is. For people who like the show, it's probably not that approachable for people who don't know anything about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Although, if you haven't seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it might be kind of funny to just hop on the podcast and just have no idea what any of these people are talking about. That would be an experience. I love kidnapping. Um, the eyebrow. That's the same eyebrow maneuver that one guy from Lab Rats does. Marcus? Marcus. The evil eyebrow. Can I do it? I can't tell. I can't see face rig right now. Oh wow, no, that looks awful. That looks really stupid. Who is this guy? I don't think we ever got any follow-up to that. Though I haven't exactly been paying attention. Aren't there, like, entire novels in this setting now? Like, Overwatch has released straight-up actual books, and I just kind of ignored them for no reason. Well, the reason is that I don't have a ton of time to just read entire books at once. I say after buying the Mistborn trilogy. Notably not short books, those. Well, there's just there was a party going on over here. Hmm. They should let Hanzo's wall climb trigger on anything with collision, which includes enemy players. That'd be pretty cool. What else can I talk about during this live stream? How do people live stream? I guess I was live streaming the other day. Kind of. I wasn't live streaming. Parker was live streaming. Pokemon. Well, I'd say it's Pokemon Y, but it's more like. It's more like, it's a thing that resembles Pokemon Y in a few ways. If you're not familiar with Parker Ryland, then surprise, there's other VTubers. I don't know how I'm the first one you found, but you should probably check out Parker Ryland on account of, I don't know, actually, just it's a good idea to do that. I should be healing. I am a healer. I just completely forgot that I was playing a support. Hmm. This here. It's kind of funny. Nope. Really inconvenient for them that our Bastion is there. Kind of nice, though. I can't tell if she was about to try to resurrect someone. Resurrect. Mm-hmm. Yep. Surrect is the root word of the word resurrect. That's definitely the case. Actually, is surrection a word? Because, like, resurrection is a word, and insurrection is a word. But those have very little to do with each other, I think. I'm fairly confident that those are not the same thing. I definitely just set up an immortality field and then charged out of it to chase a kill. Good plan on my part. Glad to be changing heroes now. So... what are we doing? What's going on? What's happening? All questions to which I don't have a particular answer. This guy got an ultimate. That means he's good at the game. That means I should kill him. Let me go back a bit. Do some reloading. Shoot a Zarya bubble for no reason. Hi, Anna. Where did everyone go? I should be more aware of where my teammates are at all times. Or I could play Roadhog. Those are the two options, honestly. Be aware of the presence of your fellow Overwatch characters. Or Roadhog. Go over here and grab somebody not successful in that endeavor. What? Where did that gravity thing end up? Another thing that I definitely probably said something about on Twitter, and then I don't know specifically whether I mentioned it here. Overwatch 2 is going to have a different cosmetic system in place. They're deleting loot boxes from existence. 2 Soldier 76 ults. That's crazy. Wow. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they're getting rid of loot boxes, and before you celebrate in any way, they're replacing it with a battle pass, which... I don't know. I feel like that's worse. I feel like that's worse by a lot. Isn't it? Ooh, did you see the new Genji skin? It is just Proto Man. Whoa. They have a sniper war. Hmm. Hmm. Um, I'll take a look at the new stuff from the event in a second. Oh, that's not what you want to hear from the in-game comms. Just there, friendly teammate ultimate, and then they just die. Ah, speaking of just dying, that's my current plan. Trying to figure out how to handle this. Oh, they have 2 Widowmakers. Did not even cross my mind that that was a possibility. Real annoying that that's the 4th soldier ult we've seen this game. Okay. See, if I was recording this and editing this, I would probably just cut this game. This match would be one of the ones that I don't include in the video. Not because I'm losing, but because I'm being boring right now. I have nothing to talk about, and there's very sparse interaction between the 2 teams that isn't just me having to respawn. Where is the other door? I guess I'll go over here. We have people on the payload. I need to get behind a shield for one thing. Okay. I focused most of that ultimate onto myself, which is probably the best thing I can do for the team, honestly, is just act as a distraction while I'm not playing a hero that I'm good at. Did that come from... Okay. Is that soldier still behind us? Sheesh, dude. I don't know if this Symmetra knows what's up. She's being strategic a bit. She is playing around cover while I'm trying to snipe her, which is annoying because I want to snipe her. Let's see. Better reset. Whoa, we are way low on time already. Wow, I did not expect that to kill. I missed every single one of those. Okay. Yeah, see, this isn't really an interesting game. This is just a couple different choke points. I didn't think that angle was available. I massively misjudged that sightline. Why do they have a sightline that long on our spawn door? Where is a teammate? Thank you. Teammate? No, I was the only one alive, wasn't I? Okay. This is gonna be an ultimate. I don't want that. I don't want that. Taking up my time. Good teammate. Thanks for saying so, I guess. Sure, just don't play the voice line. That's cool. A lot of purple today. Oh yeah, I made that loot box video, expecting somewhat that it would be the end of my Overwatch playlist. Just, it was the 10th video, and this anniversary event, Volume 3, wasn't announced yet. I was kind of expecting it, but I was also expecting a third open beta, so what do I know? Right. Words. Hello? I go on a 3-second tangent and I completely forget what I was saying. Hello? What was my train of thought? Okay, Somber just died. Alright, so you can have exclamation points and carrots in your name, but not katakana. Or not... What did I try? I tried to put kanji in my name, didn't I? And no, that wasn't allowed. That's not a supported character. Hello. Kind of rude of you to shoot me in the back while I was doing literally nothing. Not like you were interrupting, though, considering I was doing literally nothing. Right, the loot box stream, not stream. It was very intentionally not a stream. It was a video. The loot box video I made was the 10th video in my Overwatch playlist, and I had no indication at the time that I was right to suspect there would be one more Overwatch event. And so, I wasn't really going to do any follow-up on that, but now that I'm in my 11th Overwatch video via this stream existing, I can actually mention that, I can actually address the fact that I got really lucky out of those loot boxes. Now, the values that I took on appearance rates come from the wiki. I have no idea how accurate the Overwatch wiki is on those appearance rates. I don't know if it's a reliable source. I don't even know where they got that information. But that's where I got the information, is from the Overwatch wiki. And from those appearance rates for each rarity, I derived the expected value for the number of loot boxes that I was going to get, that I was going to open even. And it was what, like 10 purples and 4 golds? Yeah, and then I opened double that. Come on in, Symmetra. Coward. She died anyway. I'm gonna hover on this health pack until it respawns, thanks. Are we going in? Where did you go? Tracer. I don't know why I put that there. Not a great place for it, but not... Like, there are technically worse places for it. I could have gone into this building and then put the shield up for no reason. Alright. But yeah, I got really lucky with those loot boxes that I paid for. If the Overwatch wiki is correct about the appearance rates, the drop rates of the different rarities of item, then I basically doubled my expected return. So that's pretty cool, honestly. Team where? I don't know where everyone was while I was doing that, but technically that's my fault for not keeping track of them. I should have been watching my team when I tried to initiate rather than just kind of doing it. Don't like that. Right. Thanks, Reaper. I don't know where you're even going. I'm gonna hack this. Um... Trying to... I should hack people, yeah. I should hack. I should just hack, you know? I should hack the game. I should not do that. I will not do that. That's not my plan. Somebody's spectating. But we're not really accomplishing anything, guys. We're just here. We are just standing around next to the point. Could have tried to do a bit of a hack, but the damage seemed more pertinent, more pressing. Oh, Lucia's behind me. How did I take 40 damage from a melee? Let's see here. Oh no, Zenyatta crawling back to the point. I'll be there in an hour, guys. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting that, that I would get so much more, out of the loot boxes than I expected. If anything, I would anticipate a lower, return, because I don't particularly trust randomized systems for distributing in-game rewards. That's unfortunate. I don't think I had the speed to avoid that. I was trying to figure out if I could use the ramp as cover. I just didn't have a good way out of that. Right. But yeah, I mean, if I were to, for example, okay, I did fix my keybinds on Moira, right? I think so. That hit a pillar that I didn't want it to. In theory, I'm annoyed at them for having a Symmetra on defense, but even if she's on fire, I haven't really seen her make much of an impact, actually. I mean, we lost, so maybe I'm just wrong, but, ooh. Let's do more story missions, those are fun. And by story missions, I mean just PvE without the actual story part attached. I want more loot boxes. What was I? Right, random chances, like appearance rates, right? Drop rates for things. Overwatch doesn't even have the drop rates of each rarity of item, like, presented in the actual, in the actual menus anywhere. It's not, you don't open the loot box and get a bit of a pop-up menu saying, hey, here's the exact likelihood that you pull a legendary skin out of this loot box. It's not in the menus, right? Whereas there's other games that I have access to. For example, a certain Fire Emblem game that is not necessarily on a Nintendo system, where the characters that you acquire are determined at random with a rarity system, and that rarity system in the game is presented in the actual menu for the summoning banner. And allegedly, right? Allegedly, the appearance rate for a certain rarity is like 30%. I think bronze, right? 3-star, the lowest thing that you can get from summoning. The actual worst, like, stats that you can get from a summoned character. Is a 3-star character, right? Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. We need a tank. Of some sort. This is not the right tank to choose, but, whatever. This is a terrible team comp. We're but I really don't trust the actual, listed rarities of these character, or the listed drop rates of the character rarities, because it says 3-star is a 30% chance. That implies to me that approximately 1/3 of the characters you summon are going to be 3-star characters, as opposed to approximately 60% of the characters that you summon, which is what I feel like I've experienced. But I almost want to run a new account on Fire Emblem Heroes, like, you know, start up a fresh profile, right? On Fire Emblem Heroes, and say, okay, you're listing these rarities and these drop rates. Well, here's a brand new account. Nothing should be biasing this trial in any way. I'm just going to mark down every single unit that I summon. And if I end up with a breakdown that is noticeably different than what's listed, I'm going to be a little concerned, to be quite frank, to be quite honest. Problem is I don't have the patience to do that, so if they are lying, then they're getting away with it. Yeah. Okay, okay. Anti-air cannon over there. It's a story element of some sort. What else can I talk about on this live stream? I completely forgot to actually explain the friend lock thing. Hey, so by the way, if you weren't there on Friday, which is possible considering I didn't announce it, actually I think I might have retweeted Parker announcing the stream, but I also might have forgot to do that, so 50-50 odds that I announced this in any way. Speaking of announcing things, I forgot to link this stream on Twitter, didn't I? I just started streaming and I was like, yeah, that seems like it'll work. Good plan. I'm really good at this whole streaming thing. Uh, yeah, Parker Ryland of the another VTuber, one of those VTuber things that I keep hearing so much about. Um, he's doing a run of Pokemon Y, the 3DS game, using a perfectly legitimate 3DS system. Um, and as far as I know. And what he's done to the game is that he's caused every aspect of the game to be randomized instead of working correctly. And so Pokemon are a random thing, become a random thing when they evolve, know a random set of moves, learn a random list of moves, and those moves have their types, powers, and accuracies randomized, as do the Pokemon. The Pokemon's types and stats are randomized. So it's barely functional, and it's also a Nuzlocke, which is a challenge rule set. I frankly might struggle to complete that game in that state without permanently losing any Pokemon that faints. Uh, However, it is a Nuzlocke, and the wacky part is that every individual Pokemon is named after and controlled by uh, another actual person. So when when the Pokemons have to fight, Parker's not the one choosing what moves are actually deployed in combat. It's the character that the actual Pokemon is named after. Character? Person. I'm good at explaining things. Um and the first stream of that was on Friday. The second stream of that will be on Friday. It happens to be a Friday event. Funny how that works. This past Friday, we destroyed France, and hopefully, hopefully that doesn't happen again. I think probably. I don't know. Duplicating Diva, huh? Don't do that behind. Okay, well, it instantly killed that thing, but I was like, hang on, that has knockback. Don't send the orb of death closer to the thing that it's trying to blow up. Eh. Nice, nice, nice. Do not self-destruct while nano-boosted. I have done that way too many times in this video game. Far more times than I care to admit, and also I forget exactly what the number would be. It's probably more than 4. It's an interesting voice line, I guess. Bastion. Yep. Uh, Speaking of Overwatch 2, the game's not going to launch with the actual campaign mode, but the point of Overwatch 2 is kind of it's a couple things. They're redoing the game engine, which will improve things. They're redoing the team structure, which I've heard mixed responses to, but in general, people who know what they're talking about, no offense, seem to be on board with it. Um, and uh, and the thing that was announced as part of Overwatch 2 that had me most looking forward to the game is a lot more of this. She just duplicated the Bastion. I didn't know you could duplicate the enemy Bastions. Though I guess I didn't know Echo interacted with these NPCs in any way, because Echo wasn't in the game when they made this map. I shouldn't really be surprised by any... I think that helped, right? I mean, the payload's at 91%. I feel like those exploding guys deal a little more damage than 4-ish%. So. Overwatch 2, though, right? It's gonna have, like, actual storyline, like, subsequent levels, campaigns. Possibly for more than one hero. Like, for each hero, I imagine there would be a separate storyline. With, like, character customization through upgraded movesets. It sounds really fun to do the not single player. I don't think it necessarily is single player, but the actual non-competitive game modes of Overwatch 2. I'm really looking forward to those. They are not coming out in October. That is well and truly established as not part of what is happening in October. But when they do get around to that, I'm really excited. Because these events, the Archives events, seem to be a testing ground for that concept. And they were like, alright, does this work? Because if it does, then we're good to go on greenlighting this as the sequel concept. And if it doesn't work and it's terrible and everyone hates it, then we'll just fix the next Archives event until people are more on board with how these work. And at that point, we'll start working on the giant campaigns for each character. That may or may not resemble what their thought process was in any way, but sounds feasible to me as roughly what might have been the thought process, roughly what might have been happening. His door is gonna explode violently. Did I block that halt? The OR-14s are the primary targets. I don't know why exactly. Where's that other bastion? There's one there. There's also a reset. Who needs to perish? That works. These guys put down shields. They do, right? Like, that's a thing, right? Put down your shields, I dare you. Do it. Okay, okay, okay. Nice. Mission complete. Reward earned. Anniversary loot box. Excellent. Reward earned. Anniversary loot box. Oh, cause that's my third arcade win of the day. Yeah, good teammates, I guess, cause we won. I would assume there were good teammates involved in me successfully overcoming the environmental villains, because I'm pretty sure you can't solo that mode. Like, that's not a feasible thing to expect to do. It actually is pretty warm these days. Although it rained earlier, so things are getting nicer in my neck of the woods. I wasn't expecting that. 8 out of 9 on the comic challenge. And then there's 2 more sets of 9, so roughly a third of the way into the actual challenge. I don't know if I'm trying to one-shot the challenge. This might be a 2-stream situation, especially since there's there's 3 challenges in this event, right? So I don't know where I was going really with that. I always forget how long it takes to I forget what the duration of the actual charge time. Are the birds immortal? I don't know. Because I don't think I hit the bird while I was trying to hit the bird, so not sure if it is or is not defeatable. Oh, here it is. Proto Man. See? it just... It's a Genji skin, but it's also a Mega Man. Oh boy. This is a bad situation. I forgot there was a door there. What if I fire bullets at the Doomfist until he stops moving? Hmm? Oh, there he is. Meteors. What else is there to talk about? How do people fill time during these things? Streaming and stuff. I'll do some, right, this is a Retribution. Retribution. Who do I want on Retribution exactly? May? Could be fun. I think there's a lot of bundled and clustered enemies that I can, clown on. Clown. Soul Eater, Clown Arc. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Hang on, that's a dagger. There is a straight up bayonet hanging by a rubber band on this weapon. They're removing the full freeze from May's primary fire in Overwatch 2. It's unfortunate. Won't be able to do that anymore. I think it still has cleave damage and the slow effect, though. So it's still pretty good. Okay, bye. There we go. Right. Catchphrase. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I want long Overwatch streams or lots of Overwatch streams, because those are the two options. Because I'm gonna finish these challenges, because I'm gonna get the skins and other cosmetic, mostly the skins though. That's what I'm after. And either that's gonna take a while. Well, that's gonna take a while. Just end of thought. Full stop. Period. Sentence complete. You know, that's going to take a while. The question is whether I want that to be one while or a couple whiles that are shorter. Like, individually. Individually shorter. The same-ish amount of time overall. I've hit every single piece of collidable terrain that I was looking at. Is this actual time limit, or do we have to eliminate everyone? It's not really clear, is it? I don't have any emotes. Sniper? Oh, I can't go that way. Hello? Is a sniper here? Did someone already murder the sniper? What's going on with the enemy spawns? Oh. How is that what happened? Can I aim right for this dock? Don't get off the boat. It's too cold. Alright, sure. Just head over here, tag all the enemies, get elimination credit without doing any actual work. Also, slowing people down is really helpful, probably. Maybe? I don't know. There's an assassin somewhere. What's the assassin based on? It's not Genji. It wouldn't be Genji. I don't know what I was trying to accomplish with that. Do people speedrun this game? Oh. Man, freezing this guy really messes him up. Got him. I'm just zoning out playing the game now. Speaking of playing games, I just bought some new games the other day on Steam.com. I don't think that's even remotely the URL for Steam. Isn't it like steampower.org? Don't go to that URL either. I don't know what the actual. Does anyone use Steam in browser? Is that a thing that people do on purpose? Anyway, what did I get? I got Symphony of War, the Fire Emblem style game that's looks kind of cool. I got something else, right? I got something else besides that and Persona 4 Golden, which is another thing that I got. I'm fairly confident that I got 3 games. Can't quite identify the third one. That guy did not get to leave the ship. That guy didn't get to leave his sky vehicle. Oh. Alright. See. That door's gonna open next, right? Is that what happens next? That door opens? Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know what's happening. Not much. These candles invincible? That's funny, right? There is a sniper. Oh! Countercharge, countercharge, countercharge. Okay. Is this guy immune to crowd control or something? That would be kind of lame. Unfortunate. Goodbye. Yeah, kill that guy. Hey, we did it. I should look through my Steam library and see all the cool stuff that's in it that I've never even attempted to play before. Cause there's a lot. There's many a great deal of things in my Steam library that I should be using for content. Although there's a substantial flaw in that plan because I have there's a handful of games that I've started that I was like, well, this is fun. Not great video-wise though. And that's just mostly like me losing track of how to actually handle the recording process for that particular series. Oh. The assassin is in the escape vehicle, guys. Guys, the assassin is The assassin is in the dropship. Guys, the assassin is currently within the actual confines of the dropship. The assassin has in fact entered the... Hello? Mercy? What? What? What was that? Is there any particular reason that we're not actually leaving? Ah! Folks. Reinhardt. Reinhardt, you actual clown show. Right. Goodbye. Goodbye. I live. I get to survive. Thanks, Mercy. Thanks, I appreciate it. Okay. Sure. That's one way to end the mission. And, yeah. Shot caller, sure. That's what I was doing. What did I... No, cancel. I don't want to play that again. Why would I play that again? Storm Rising, all heroes. I keep not announcing the stream that I said that I should probably be... How do I... I've been live for an hour and a half, and I haven't even told anyone that is the case. Hello, how do I get a link to the stream? How does YouTube Studio not just have a copyable link to the live stream while you're live? Okay. There. I have now actually tweeted the stream link. So, I don't know if that necessarily makes a difference or not, but, well, we've got one of the two actual heroes for the map. Okay, that's 2 damage heroes. I should probably play a tank or a support. I'm gonna play a support. I'm gonna play a support. Yeah. Yeah. That's not good. That's not a tank. Uh-oh. High five. High five. High five. That's 3 DPS. Alright. Time to just, get them. Get all the bad guys. Defeat them with strategy, tactics, and a lot of brute force. Simply throw damage at the people that need to be damaged. Why did you lose track of Maximilian? That's not a good thing to do. Alright, so... Nice. Why would an Omnic have a mustache? Is that just a thing that happens? I'm confused. Like, does that serve a functional purpose of any kind? Is there a difference between mustache using Omnics and non-mustache Omnics? Or is it simply a style choice? Yeah, maybe what I'll do is finish live streaming when I feel like it. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. What am I doing? What am I talking about? Right. I am going to make actual videos soon. That is my plan. Actually, yeah, when I finish this stream, I'm going to immediately jump into recording the voiceover for something. Something that I plan to upload directly onto. I think it's a main channel video. It might be. So there's no real reason for it not to be a main channel video, honestly. The distinction between main channel and second channel is not very strict. Oh, we lost our Reaper. Sure. Um... Yeah, I think he's immune to actual stun effects, maybe. Or knockback. The big guy, the big man. I don't think he can necessarily be sent flying around the map. Those are some really nasty looking shards of glass. Just vague polygons with a crack texture. That's I've never noticed how low detailed the shattered glass is. It doesn't have collision, does it? There's no way. It does. Okay, it does have collision. It's dark and stormy. Yeah, as soon as I close this stream, whether because I've finished what I'm here for or because I get bored, I will do other things that are channel relevant, unless it's time for me to sleep or do something else, right? Like, if I still have time afterward, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be stuck here. I mean, I'm not stuck here. I'm doing this on purpose, voluntarily, but you get the idea, right? I don't know if you get the idea or not. I have no way to talk to you directly. there's a zero method of directly communicating while I live stream this game to you. Yeah. Now, a lot of that has to do with the concurrent viewer stat being set to 0. If someone was actively watching the stream, then I would have the option of having them say a message in the chat, and then me reading the message in the chat if I remember to do so. And then that prompting a line of discussion that could then answer whatever said chat message was. But you know, that only works if there's chat. That's why I personally I don't really get the I don't get how people start as a streamer. Like not in terms of sorry, is this this is just a doorway that leads into an empty room? That's not very good architecture. But yeah, if you're trying to hop into the online content creation sphere, I'm not sure what would prompt you to think live streaming was your best option. Because, in my opinion, live streaming is suboptimal content. It isn't honed, you know? There are advantages to live streaming, but the advantages to live streaming don't really come online until you have an audience to effectively interact with. I'll be upfront about the reason that I'm live streaming right now. I'm live streaming this for two reasons. I don't feel like editing this footage, and I don't have the hard drive space for more Overwatch recordings, because for whatever reason, Overwatch of all things takes an insane amount of disk space to record, and it might be my visual settings, it might have something to do with something. It might be my fault, is what I'm saying. But, like, an hour of Overwatch footage is like 20 gigabytes. Somehow. Enemy team. Endorse enemy team. Yeah, and a relatively short amount, a relatively short recording from Overwatch takes up an absurd amount of hard drive space, and I just can't sustain that. So that's the primary motivator. The other thing is that if I was recording this, I probably wouldn't get around to editing it because I don't really want to. Venom. Career profile has a player icon unlocked. I'm about to level up. Expand all. They're already expanded. That was a really good... Wait, what? Special? Is it special? It's the comic book. There we go. Okay, so what am I doing? 4 more arcade wins maxes out my loot box progression. We're at 3 out of 9 plus 9 on the challenge. 9 plus 3 out of 9 plus 9 plus 9. Sure. Point is, it's 27 points total. We have 12. I have 12. You don't have 12. You didn't contribute to this. So I have 12 out of 27. That's not bad. That's pretty close to halfway, right? I mean, I've been live for an hour and 40 minutes. If it takes, if I'm getting points at a consistent rate, I should really be in a deathmatch or something. If I'm getting points at a consistent rate, I would project a 4-hour total challenge time. Yeah, right? I might be able to speed it up in theory, but I don't know how, and I don't feel like thinking about it. Do I have that kind of time? I have it's pushing it. I think this is gonna be 2 streams. This particular challenge, the Tracer comic book challenge, I think is gonna be two streams, and then the Symmetra and Hanzo challenges afterward. We'll see, because it'll depend on what amount of free time I'm working with on the days that I mean, if I started the stream earlier, which I technically could have, then I would have easily been able to say, oh yeah, I'll go for 4 hours. That's fine. That's not a problem. But I have to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning, so I should probably not be staying up much later than 7. I shouldn't be up further than 7 p.m. With it being 4:06 right now. If I want to comfortably get up at at 3 a.m. for the Sure, I can just take 200 damage in half a second. That's fine. Where's my team? What are you doing in there? Why are you fighting over this ground? Get out of here. We shouldn't care about the inside of that room. Get... What? Oh, I just sacrificed the Moira to get that Doomfist killed. Not a very nice decision, but it worked. Not contribute, but work. It did the thing that I was trying to do, which is kill the Doomfist. It didn't get us the objective, because I was nowhere near the objective. I want this Junkrat off the map. I don't get what I want from that interaction. One elim is gold. I think these teams might be a little matched, unfortunately. Okay, it dropped down to silver, but yeah. We're in rough shape. This team has 2 Junkrats. When did that happen? Okay. Well, that's a... Soldiers coming up here. Unreal. Unreal that that ultimate would, first of all, happen in Mystery Heroes, and also exactly line up with the only time I was near the only cliff on the map. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid there. A Soldier 76 on the high ground with ultimate is what I was trying to prevent from happening. But, didn't really work out that way, did it? How did you get 2 whole hogs in Mystery Heroes? How do you do that, man? Have I'm sure I've done my ultimate economy rant. Mystery Heroes is actively unbalanced. Like, there is... You hear about comeback mechanics, yeah? Mystery Heroes has the opposite. It punishes you for doing badly. Or not even doing badly, just for, like, playing the game the normal way. I mean, there are circumstances in Overwatch where the best play for you to make is die while accomplishing something. And in Mystery Heroes, that means that you lose your ult charge, which is a brutal trade. That was the worst place for me to aim that. How is that still there? I killed her like an age ago. Age, yeah. An age. Oh. If nobody captures the point, then the enemy isn't making progress. Cool. Was that Irish? Do people speak Irish still? I don't know why I even asked that question. Of course they do. Of course they do. What is the alternative? Irish isn't real. Okay, okay. Uh-oh. I don't know why I keep throwing that at walls. It would really be beneficial for me not to do that. Come on! I hate this guy's primary fire, dude. I had that Torbjorn dead to rights in every respect, and I just didn't kill him. Is the Torbjorn over there now? Yes, that's a yes. If enough people get damage pings from this direction, maybe they'll turn around and think that there's more of a reason to... Oh, speaking of reasons to pay attention to this side of the map. Come on, man. What was I... Did I have a train of thought, or am I just vibing right now? I did have a... I abandoned a train of thought earlier. Streaming itself, just as like a thing, doesn't seem like the optimal way to start actual content creation. Like on a procedural level. The advantage of a live stream as a viewer is that you can actually interact with the video directly. The disadvantage is that you can't edit the video. You can't cut out dead air. You can't get rid of anything that's not really supposed to be there. You can't curate the content for a better user experience. I almost died for that halt, which wasn't even a good halt. Like, it was, I didn't accomplish anything. Words, phrases, sentences, clauses. The upside of live streaming, right, is audience interaction. That is the thing to do when you're streaming. Talk to the people watching the stream. And when you're watching a stream back, the fact that you can see fun interactions between the audience and the person streaming is what makes up for the fact that this is not edited at all. But if you don't have an established, consistent viewer base to actually play off of, then you're probably way better off. I would assume you're way better off recording and editing videos for a really good user experience on the actual back end, not back end, the front end. Front end is customer side, right? Not customer, like, I mean, tech, kind of. No, ultimately, the customer is actually the platform that you're on. The consumer is the viewer, though. Because your viewers aren't paying you unless you have channel memberships or purple website subscriptions. Send that up there just in case anyone needs it. Shield War. Oh, this is not gonna turn out well for me. Accretion. Is that a Symmetra? It's our Symmetra. We have 2 Reapers. Echo is a little intimidating in Mystery Heroes, because I don't even know what she has available to copy at any given time, you know? Now, Accretion doesn't have knockback, does it? It just stuns in the spot that you're standing. Oh, I'm super dead. I didn't notice that my health was so low. I thought most of it was shields, and therefore back by now. We now have 3 Symmetras. Interesting. They have an actual team comp, whereas we have an absolute meme. Whoa. Cool. I missed the window, which is a stationary object. Is that my only Genji spray? We are getting some interesting... Man, that would have worked. That would have worked. I just had to aim better. Okay, she's dead. Less to worry about. No sniper. Sniper, no sniping. Okay, well, there is a sniper. It's an Ana, though. Can you deflect the sticky bombs? Doesn't quite seem reasonable. Got him. Ow. I die a horrible death. Think we got it. Shockingly enough. I'm trapped! Oh no! Simtastic game, sure, yeah. We did just kind of have 3 Symmetras that I'm endorsing as good teammates. Oh no! Yeah, that was me. Okay, I'm dead. Whoa. Sick airtime, bro. That was actually a solid dynamic play of the game. That was fun to watch. Are we getting 5? Are we getting to 5? There we go. Cool. I have a loot box or 2. Where did I get a second one? I leveled up. That's where. Purple gold. Purple amount of currency. They're changing the currency in Overwatch 2. That's really worrying, because all the people who have, like, all the people who've been playing this since 2016 or whatever, and have, you know, hundreds of thousands of this game's currency saved up, They get nothing going into Overwatch 2. What do I want to do even? More mystery heroes. Just head empty. Just run with it. Okay, it's 4:21. Deciding whether I have anything to do right now. I'm planning to probably visit. Oh wow, these have physics. They don't just have like collision, they're actually squishy. Like they fold and stuff. That's awesome. What are you doing? Um What do you mean? What do you mean? I I don't I I don't I don't even know how to process what I just had happen. Okay. Sure. If I ever do edit these Overwatch streams, that's going in the clip compilation. But yeah, the Overwatch playlist is no longer going to be sitting at a nice even 10, so I have to decide what I want it to end up at. 15 is probably a good target. 15 would be nice. And I can do that just by having 2 streams per event and one-shotting one of the events. Or I can do it by some other combination of things happening. Like there's a few ways for the math to for the math to work out. I probably should have healed, but supports aren't for healing. Supports are for killing the enemy team, right? Killing the enemy team is how you prevent damage from happening. And if no one takes damage, then no one needs healing. Obviously. That Torbjorn is unfortunate. Ooh. I really should actually be healing though. Is he? Does he have a plan? I want to murder the Torbjorn. How did I get that much height? Get down from there. That didn't work at all. Wait. How good is Coalescence? Like, it doesn't feel great to me. I don't think I use it correctly, but... What are you aiming at? Oh, that's on cooldown. I'm like, why isn't my orb going? Goodbye. Goodbye, Winston. It's a shame. You may call it senseless. But I am now devoid of what I would call the hindrance of love. What am I trapped in right now? That was a song lyric, for the record. I was fairy dead hand is what I was just saying. Anyway, we are almost at. I stand corrected. We are not almost at the checkpoint because you can't almost be something that is true. Almost is a qualifier that implies not. I am now a bastion on a payload. That's a little concerning for the enemy. Ah, we have more than one Mei. I don't know if I was necessarily capable of preventing that. Uh, we got a lot of cart progress out of that. Like I said, sometimes the optimal play in this game is legitimately to get yourself killed hard committing to a bit. A bit, not a bit. Like a play, a tactic. You're really not gonna recall? Okay. Sure. Nice. Good victory dance, Roadhog. It was really good. Um, yeah. What's gonna happen in general is that I'm gonna upvote myself because that's just fun. This is a 2-hour stream that I'm not really tired right now or annoyed, which is the more like that's the more at risk thing for Overwatch is that I end up annoyed enough at the game that I'm not willing to continue playing. But honestly, I am just purely vibing. I I used to have like a respectable vocabulary. I guarantee it, guys. I really do think that that was the case at some point. Um, so, so, what was I? The stream's current audio bitrate parentheses 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. I don't know why my audio bitrate would ever be 0. That doesn't seem like it's supposed to happen. I would argue that that's perhaps a problem. Uh, one that I doubt I can fix because I don't think that's a settings issue. I think that's a network connection issue. I am live streaming an online game, so I'm drawing a lot of bandwidth, if that's how that works, if that's what that means. Is that what that means? My family thinks that I'm good at, like, technology. I'm really not, guys. They're like, oh, you took that programming class that one time. Yeah, okay, sure. That does not mean that I know the first thing about manufacturing chips, like, or for example, troubleshooting network connections. My expertise in hardware really comes down to have you tried turning it off and then turning it on again. Hmm. Let's see here. Oh, Sure. I'll take it. Junkrat's annoying enough that I think focusing on him is a worthwhile strategy. He's gone. It's over there now. Someone's behind them. Are they folding back or not? Did they get him? Whoever was capping the point is no longer capping the point. Is that because of their untimely death, or is that a meme? Did they stop for fun? Oh, it might have been our Sombra, and she might have turned invisible. I'm not sure where the health packs are. I know there's one. Oh, there it is. I was like, it's around here somewhere. Sigma saw me. Punish that. You don't get to charge in like that and just walk away. Nice. Junkrat's finally out of here. Uh-oh. Okay. Good stuff. That guy's back, but no, he's not. I guess he's not. A is captured. Relax and unwind. The legendary organic oil. 2030. Sure. Trying to chase the Symmetra Elim, but didn't quite have it down. Okay. I want to fight this corner too aggressively with the Symmetra turrets up. Okay, well, now it doesn't actually matter. Get rid of them easily enough when I have vaguely infinite health. Where's the Sombra? Where did that come from? Okay, sure. Killing the Symmetra would be cool and based, I think. I missed. Sorry. I shouldn't be chasing a Sombra that's not accomplishing anything. Oh, the Symmetra's dead. Excellent. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Do we have this point? I think we have this point. Ow. Realistically speaking, it's a bad idea for me to leave that semi-sniper on the high ground, but it seems like she died anyway. Do I just kind of hop down like this? I guess so. That is a Widowmaker. Quite possibly one inclined to target me. Depends on whether that's what she wants to do or not. Is that a May? Does not matter. Alrighty. Cool. Right. It's 4:40 almost. I'm trying to mentally calculate in the amount of time that I need to do other stuff this evening and the amount of time that this challenge is going to take to finish so that I know whether or not to split the stream, because I'm not tired of streaming. I'm not particularly putting my best foot forward doing it. I'm not like going off right now. I'm not in high energy mode or anything. However, that said, I'm neither tired of the process of doing the live stream nor the actual game that is being played. The game itself being, of course, Overwatch, probably. I do only need 9 more points to finish the challenge and 1 more arcade win for a loot box. I'm definitely not about to go 0-9. So joining game. There we go. I'm gonna get that arcade loot box, and then it's just a matter of do I finish the challenge right now relatively easily, or do I split off like a half hour of this stream to a separate occasion and have more time for not this? Because it's only been, I mean, it's been 2 hours. I'm not gonna say that's a short stream necessarily. I don't necessarily. I keep saying necessarily. I wouldn't have the patience to click on a 2-hour video without knowing what it would. Okay, that's a lie. That's an outright lie. I've watched far longer videos than that with far less investment than I was about to say. Because what I was about to say, right, is, oh, I don't have the patience to click on a 2-hour video without any without being super invested in the subject material. I watched a 7-hour video about freaking iCarly. I don't think I have room to talk about attention span. My attention span? Okay. There's plenty of people. It's a common occurrence, and not a bad thing, right? This is not me judging anyone. But there's people who have the struggle of a very low attention span being available to them. The struggle, of course, being that they're not able to focus on the same thing for an extended period of time, and it's annoying because it limits the duration of thing that they can do, engage with. I have what amounts to the exact opposite problem of that. My attention span will just arbitrarily extend to the duration of the thing that I'm focused on if I'm actually focused on it. If I have any amount of interest in what I'm doing, I can spend the entire day and then some on specifically that thing. I really should have put a teleporter down before trying to take a duel with another DPS in the back line of the enemy team. Would have been beneficial to me to have an escape route. That said, I am now Torbjorn. This is not a good teleporter. I don't like that. Man, we'll get a... I don't think I got a point of damage in after death from the turret. However, I did direct everyone's focus to me for, what, a second and a half? And it cost them the point, so... good investment of a Torbjorn life. I don't want to be Torbjorn. I don't appreciate being Torbjorn. I don't appreciate Torbjorn, honestly, as a person. Is that like a reasonable thing for me to say? I don't know. I don't know if I should be saying that. Where is this echo? Bird. Where is the sights? Too far from me to really matter. That was a really bad person to hook. This point is going back and forth. This is one of the most... like, this is one of the most unstable control points that I've actually engaged with, I think. Ow. Okay. Got split in half by a laser. See, the stream will go on forever if I land in 9 control point games in a row and they all go 2-1 in either direction, in whichever direction. We lost. So, the question becomes, do I actually try in the second round? Obviously, I'm going to. I mean, we did make the comeback last game. Was last game a control point? How many control points have I been stuck on? I hate control point. I don't like playing an entire map and then the game continuing afterward. Why do you think I never play competitive? It's because I don't like competing. I say I'm not tired. I might be, honestly. But yeah, when it comes to attention span, I once legitimately watched the hit classic film Monster House like 8 times back to back, simply out of not having something else to do at the time. That's bad. Okay, well, the bottom of the map has not been drawn, for the record. That's a thing. I am the other sniper. The Farah died. Why did the Farah die? Why did she go into the pit? Why did she do that? What was the point? No. What? There's a turret there. Okay, I need this. Enemy turret destroyed. Is this an elevator? It is not. Really bad situation. I don't know where my Venom Mine is. I'm gonna place another one. I guess I'm gonna lose it instantly, so that's cool. I should probably scope in and try to get rid of her. I'm distracting the Pharah. That's almost as good as eliminating her. She is hyper-focused on me. And accomplishing little else. Okay. That's helpful. Why? She's dead anyway. After all that, you die to a Venom Mine. After spending your entire life as Pharah trying to counter-snipe me, and then just settling for charging directly at me, you die to a Venom Mine. This is really obnoxious of me, and it did not pay off. How much time was left on the cast? It feels like a really low amount. It feels like that almost worked. It had no right whatsoever to. Like, there was no good reason for that Orisa to not just aim for my face and deal twice as much damage and kill me twice as quickly. There's no good reason whatsoever for me to have almost accomplished that, but still a little disappointing that it didn't work. Yeah. I should elaborate on the fact that I watched Monster House 8 times in a row. So, the DVD, right? It has one of those menus that doesn't loop infinitely. It will press play by itself if you leave it sitting there for long enough. And what I had in my possession is an inventory of items that did not include the TV remote. And what I also had was no intent to actually leave the spot that I was in. And thus, the TV continued to sit on the Monster House menu for just long enough to what we in the business refer to as autoplay. And at that point, it would run through the entire duration of the film Monster House. And upon completing Monster House, the DVD itself, obviously, would return to the main menu so that you could access any of the other options on the DVD. The default option being to play the film Monster House in its entirety. And notably, no prevention of the autoplay function in light of you having already watched Monster House. And so, what happened, ultimately, is that the DVD itself looped from Monster House to the menu of Monster House, to the autoplay function, back to the duration of the entire movie Monster House. For the entirety of a night. Have I done any damage? That answers that question, I guess. I have the high ground. Not against an Echo, though. What do you mean double kill? I have not been doing anything. So that's why and how I watched Monster House that many times in a row, because I was in theory geared up to sleep, and then I didn't sleep because the TV was on, and the TV was on the Monster House DVD, and the Monster House DVD autoplays if you leave the menu open for too long, and thus. But I mean, like, that's how little I will lose concentration on something. I can watch legitimately the same movie 8 times in a row and just not take issue with that being what I just did, because my attention span is worryingly long to the point that it itself becomes a potential issue. Because that wasn't exactly what I was supposed to be doing at the time, you know? Like, I would not attempt to pass that off as a good example of me using my time effectively. I am not bragging when I say that I watched Monster House 8 times in a row. I would, in fact, suggest that that was a bad decision. However, it's a thing that happened. It's an event that occurred. Put that over there. Bro, I got thrown off the map. Nice, dude. So that explains why after 2.5 hours of live streaming the game of Overwatch, I'm not even remotely fatigued. I'm just glad to not be working right this second. I need my shields to regenerate. They don't when I take damage. That's bad. Oh no. But it's almost 5 o'clock, and if I want to do any other things after the stream, then I should probably wrap up the stream. But that means that I'm going to have to come back to this. And when I come back to this, it's not going to be for very long because I'm almost done with the challenge. And so I'm at sort of an awkward position. They have a Symmetra. This is news to me. This is brand new information that I didn't have before. We hit the checkpoint. I don't really want to go through there. So, how's your day been? Oh yeah, I ordered a HoloLive merchandise item. I should be shooting people. What is wrong with me? I don't know why I didn't heal. I didn't feel a threat from the enemy at that point. That's honestly, I don't even care that that's the opposite of sportsmanship. I'm endorsing you for sportsmanship, guy. Cause that's a really funny way to phrase that. It would have been absolutely wild if that win was like earned instead of just a handout. Wow. Yeah. Objective kills are probably good, right? And we like healing. That is quite enough of the arcade, technically, because I don't benefit from the arcade anymore. I have all the arcade loot boxes for the day, and for the week, and for just in general. Like, there's a tracer in the distance. That's fun. What? Quick play? Sometimes quick play has loot boxes, but not at the moment, it seems. So. Wait, what am I actually... Leave game. What am I at? 3 out of 9 on... Okay, I only need 6 more points. It's 5. I'm cutting it close on being able to do anything else tonight, but I think I'd rather just finish the challenge. I can do other stuff not today. Oh, someone remind me. It might be me that reminds me, but someone remind me to spend all of my currency before Overwatch 2 comes out. Because they are changing the currency from this one to a different one. And so there is no reason to save currency. If you have Overwatch and you have a lot of credits and you don't have every single thing in the game unlocked, spend all of your credits before Overwatch 2 comes out. I am begging you. It does not affect me whatsoever whether you do or don't do that, but it really is the best plan. It like, there's not a good reason to save them. There won't be any more events after all. I mean, this is the last event. This anniversary remix. Now, to be fair, it's not a bad event. There's some solid skins here. The red Power Ranger for Genji, that's a pretty good one. That's a solid one. Volskaya, we're not on control point. What was the last map that... Oh, wow. Super just got sniped in the face. That last map was, something, that's for sure. This is... Now, I say I have a high attention span. What I don't claim to have at all is a very good memory. I don't have to remember anything. You know? I have the high ground. I don't know how useful that is. He killed himself. I'm gonna chase the Mercy. This was not a great plan. I don't need gold objective time, that's fine. We sure are winning the game-ish. Depends. Depends on whether they get their act together. They don't have to, obviously. I might die here. Oh, that's bad for me, actually. I should not be remaining in this vulnerable state when they have wall hacks. Oh, they don't anymore. She's dead. I should dive the Mercy. It didn't work. And I gave the Zarya a lot of charge just then. Maybe I can kill her? I won't be able to kill her. That's pretty cool. Well, that's one way to get points quickly, I guess. The challenge is gonna wrap up that much faster than I planned on, so maybe I'll finish the stream and I'll have time to actually do stuff. I'm just endorsing anyone who's not a DPS. That's a really bad way to use the endorsement system, but I don't care. Cool, cool. 1 second. Okay, I feel a little bad about the number of sleep darts that I completely wasted from my friend Leanna. Um, that was a little unfortunate. I don't know if I should have counter-ulted that Death Blossom or not. There goes another one. Um, oh gosh. Wow. Where'd everyone go? They're respawning. Um, so yeah. Challenge is almost over, right? What should I be at? I should be at 6 points, 7 if we win. But I don't I don't think we're geared up at the moment to necessarily win this. I'm gonna be a little pessimistic right now. I'm gonna say that perhaps we're a little on the defensive, and not just in terms of, game mechanics. Holding last point for 6 minutes. It's possible, but it's rough. It's not great. You missed. I got him closer to the health pack. That's bad. I shouldn't let him get away. So, King's Row defense? Yeah. 80% on my ultimate. Okay, I will not be ulting then. Um, that would be bad for me to do. That's a wall. Now could be a good time to ult. Getting call mech kills is hilarious, but I should not attempt to do that. It's not a good use of my time. I don't know if I can kill that Reaper. Take cover. Sure is the enemy diva singling me out and chasing me. Sure is what just happened there. Oh, they spent 2 ults to push through the middle of the point. I think this is recoverable. Enemy Reinhardt's shield went down. Earthshatter is online. So that's something to watch out for. That dragon is bad for me. Not as bad without... Oh, okay, well. Slash. Yeah, that's good commentary. Okay. We can probably get this. I think we can handle this. I think it's gonna take care, and it is very easy not to win this game, but I do think it's plausible to expect a win. Why did I bother shotgunning around that corner at the sleep darted target? Like, that didn't deal any damage. You know, that didn't appreciably advance the cause of preventing this EMP from rolling into the robot city, which... Yeah. That sure is just the story of this map. Like, attackers winning on this map is literally just a hate crime. Ha. It would have been embarrassing to me if anyone died to that. Like, I would be upset at the state of the game if that got an elim. I was mostly just trying to stagger them a little, tempo out the actual retake. They sure are leading with a triple kill, though. I should defend Brigitte while she's providing extra health. And in general, like, I shouldn't just abandon her because she's not helping. Well, she was helping is the thing. It would be good if I called mech. I should take this health pack for a couple reasons. Oh no. I think if I trade my life for that ult, it's fine. Because that means they're dealing a little less damage. And my team can clean up after them. Their entire team's on the payload, roughly. Approximately. But I think that's fixable. That's pretty good. And that's a call mech kill on the Tracer. I really should have kept that res from going off, but we got it. We got it anyway. Alright. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty effective, I think. Endorse the McCree for getting a card. I think our tank setup was effective. We won, so must have been. Must have done. Must have done something during the game. 6 deaths on D.Va, not ideal. One more win completes the challenge, technically. Otherwise, it's just 2 games. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish the actual challenge in this stream. I'm not splitting this into 2 streams. That's absurd. The idea that I would do such a thing is frankly ludicrous, if you think about it. I cannot believe that I just flex queued onto damage. Okay, well, let's see. Anna Brigitte. I think I'm gonna go with May. I'm very willing to switch to Tracer if I'm not contributing enough. I will contribute less on Tracer, but I'm willing to switch. I knew that wasn't going to go in. I should have said that wasn't going to go in so it didn't look like I had no idea what I was doing. Can I Can I line that up? Rightio, this is the tower one. Tower garden. Tower is probably the name of a different one. Do they have a Farah? I'm gonna be real upset if I walk across this bridge and fall off the bridge. Ow. Are they flanking? They have a Junkrat behind here. Okay. Yeah, that's a really high damage number. Oh, I was also just very close to dead anyway. What? Closer than I thought, actually. Is that a Sombra translocator? Get out of here. You can't escape now. That was a trap. No, it wasn't a trap. Oof. I can't do much through Mercy is the problem. I meant to hit E twice there. And put a horizontal wall down. That's not good. Split up their team. Whatever we're doing, it sort of works. Kind of. Ish. Next person to come through the... Okay. Are they gonna flank? No retreat. I missed. No, I got it. Uh-oh. Cool. Got him. I'm not really trying to kill people. I'm just being as disruptive as possible. Constantly switching targets. Constantly getting walls built. Getting slows and freezes applied. Not necessarily following up in the best way to those. But, I think I'm gonna die here. Guess not. Can I? Not quite. Just area denial. That way, the control point continues to happen. You stay out there, actually. I didn't mean to double press the, I face tanked that, particular... What's it called? Accretion? Whatever. Got the first round. Does that look stretched to you? Got the first round. If we can take it home, then I'm done for the week, and we'll get whatever the next challenge skin is next week. Hopefully with a different upload between now and that stream. I fully plan and fully intend for there to be a normal video before I stream this twice. I don't want to do the thing that I was doing before where I randomly have a block of content that is pure streams of pure Overwatch. It's not what I set my channel up for. It's not good content. I mean, this is great content. Stick around till the end. You won't believe what happens. I unnecessarily denied him that achievement. Oof, brutal. But we chased them off the point. That's a Symmetra, though. Just chuck icicles down that sight line and see what happens. I should heal myself. Ooh. I just stood there in a Torbjorn turret. That's sure what I did. Where is the junk rat? Yeah, okay, I think this is a regroup and try again scenario. Oop. That's a whole hog. Uh-oh. We're staggering our ultimates now. Although we won the last round by just creating and capitalizing on chaos, so... He's really trying for the achievement. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm not gonna let it happen. It's not in my interests to do so. Oh. I shouldn't be fighting here. Where did he come from? That's a few ultimates going off. Quite a few. That was poorly timed on your part. Got him. That's one down. I think that was worth it. I think most of my team's back. Yeah. We've got everyone on the point now, so... That was an enemy res, though, wasn't it? Was it? Oh. That Junkrat's practically dead. Or he was. I do not want to take a Discord orb. Do I just throw this to slow people down, or do I try to actually playmake with it? Okay, Mercy's dead. Big threat over there. Split people up a bit. Although the ice wall melted in the lava pool. Hey, we got it, right? Yeah. Nicely done, team. Yeah, good. Good stuff. Micadool, that's one of ours. Interesting. The control point was still locked when this happened. It's just a plain old 2 kills. Okay. The Mercy was very nice to me. Right. So, that's Tracer comic book unlocked. She has her own face on her thigh, which is a pretty bold fashion choice, I would say. So, that's cool, and that's the challenge fully complete. Ends in 6 days. This just started. See you next time. See you around, I guess. That's the end of that. And it's only 5:30, so oh, that was a 3-hour stream. It really doesn't feel like a 3-hour stream. I'm going to be completely honest here. It did not feel like a 3-hour stream. But since I have an hour and a half to kill, I'm going to Baskin Robbins, and you cannot stop